I liked the movie as well. And this isn't my hot take, but I actually liked it better than Superman.
I'm gonna disagree there.
Yeah, we're just gonna start this shit live.
That's why I said I'm mad that I liked it. Like I'm really pissed.
He's Chinese.
Welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast.
So
When did you see the movie?
I saw the movie on Wednesday night. Like I was looking for tickets to see what day. And at first,
You're right. That green is right on you, like almost right near your nipple.
I'm just gonna. I got see-through nipples, guys. No, so I initially was gonna go with my homeboy, and then it's like, you ever see we always go to the movies like Thursdays and Fridays, right? And this motherfucker said, "Oh, we could go Sunday at 4," and I'm like, "Bro, Sunday at 4." Like I get it. Like people have to, but I'm a person that on Sunday I don't plan for anything because that's the day that if I want to spend the whole day scratching my ass just doing nothing, I'm gonna do it because it's it's like the day that I don't plan anything. So I was like, "Lily, you want to go see this movie?" And at first she's like, "Woman?" She's like, "No, I don't." And then I convinced her like this. I was like, "It has a woman lead.
Yeah,
it's a powerful message." And it's a mainstream movie. I was like, you can't talk about supporting, the matriarchy and all this stuff, and you can't even go out and see a movie, like that's starring a female lead. I was like, you worse than the dudes that be trashing like women sports and all, and then like kind of guilt tripped her, and she liked it.
Yeah,
but we went on Wednesday because it was a fan event, and they gave us like some pins and like a poster.
Yeah,
which I immediately go for no reason. It's just like instilled in my DNA. I'm like,
how much it's worth?
No. I just say, hey, can I get another one? The person's like, yeah. And then as soon as they turned, I took like 3 extra and like 3 extra posters, and like every freebie from a movie is just in the back of my truck. Just that one day, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, it just starts it. But
well, anyways, before we get started, welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast featuring Marcos. It's your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
It's your boy Marcos, aka at the Sunset Kid 56. I almost forgot my Instagram name.
Well, before we get started, thank you everybody for following along with us. Please like and subscribe. I know we've had a couple weeks off. That's my fault. The editing has just been slow right now because I don't know if y'all saw my Instagram, but if y'all saw, your boy's expecting. So we just had shit going on.
Yeah. And then on top of that, if I'm sure if you know Makazi, where he's from, you know that his company was not in the country for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Obviously, so we do have some episodes in the can that we're going to release a little later, but we had to kick off, the summer season the right way.
No.
With a very highly anticipated movie. Whether you think it was worth the kickoff or not, that's
first of all, you're lying to the people. Sarat texted me. He was like, "Bro, I don't feel like editing." He told me a lie. Like, "Yo, we wanted to kick off the summer season."
No. Because what I'm saying is I'm going to put this episode out first before we put out the other ones we have in the can. I'm saying. Anyways, summer season's officially started. Marcos, why don't you tell the people what movie we watched this week?
Supergirl. And I'm just gonna say it up front. I enjoyed it.
You're not like the people on the online. You're not the Twitter discourse.
I'm not, but then it's also like a weird thing because I feel like I guess there's always been like a huge like argument online over if something's good or something bad. Yeah. Like I always wait and I watch it and then I sit. And then it's like, and I don't want to say nothing controversial. I always feel that any movie that's starring a female, that it's an action movie or an IP that people enjoy, even if it's appropriate, like it's Supergirl, so it's a female lead. It's not like Supergirl featuring Superman. They always tear movies apart. Like the only one that I felt was immune of it was Wonder Woman. But then again,
but even then, Wonder Woman, they were like, "Oh, it was good," but then they did the whole CGI fight fest at the end. It was always this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like they like to call out a lot of things that I feel like like we're just in this culture that for like the last 15 years is always been like, well, or it's like I felt like Wonder Woman was received better because Gal Gadot was what you would ask a normal guy in the street, like, oh, she's traditionally attractive.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've never watched the movie, but like, oh, that girl's hot. I'm gonna go see the movie. I go see movies because I like the plot. Like you know what I mean? Like,
I think the only time I've ever watched a movie where I was like, the lead character's looks plays a part in the story is Barbie. That's the only one where I'm like, I can see getting a beautiful girl to play Barbie because it's Barbie.
Yeah, but I can't remember because Barbie and Oppenheimer, those are movies that I watched so late. Like I believe I watched them during my honeymoon.
Yeah.
And that was because we were in Italy and nothing, like I think one of the hotels, and it was a fancy hotel, just had Italian TV. They were kind of like, hey, bro, we don't think people are gonna come here and chill in the room. Like, this is like there's so much stuff to do on this property. Why are you indoors watching TV?
Speaking of foreign TV, again, I was just in London. Bro, you ever heard of Naked Attraction?
Is it like a TV show where they do the news naked or something like that?
No, it's a dating show where everybody's butt naked. And
is that the one that was on Netflix years ago?
I think it's on HBO Max now. But everybody's naked, but then you got to try to get to know their personality while looking. I was like, what did I just turn on? This is on regular TV.
I don't know, man. Like I seen a couple episodes and I was just like, yo, this is intense for no reason.
Bro, it's
intense or people are like programmed because it's like, oh yeah, like like I think is it the one that they start like bottom up or did they start top down or something? Like,
but dude, when I was watching, they were just showing full. It was all full frontal. At one point, the dude tried to show off, so he was like showing off that he could do the splits while naked.
Because I seen one where it was like gay contestants, and I was just like this is gonna go way left. like I feel like when it's guys and it's a girl or something like that, it's like it's weird because guys are like these weird creatures. Like you think dudes are normal, and then they say some wild shit or do some wild shit, and you're like, fuck, bro. Like, did you think about what you just say?
Dude,
like like the guy was like, man, like I think he said something like, because it is a British show. Like he said a British equivalent of like, damn, her tits are hot. That's why I like her. And it's like, bro, like at least fake the funk. Be like, hey, she toned, like,
yeah.
Like, but
all right. Well, getting back to Supergirl, I liked the movie as well, and this isn't my hot take, but I actually liked it better than Superman.
I'm gonna disagree there because this Superman, because this Superman came out harder than this movie. And when I say came out harder, because this was the beginning of the whole DCEU of the DCU. No, it's a DCU because ECU was the previous one.
Yeah.
It had a hit. And when I say it had a hit, like you have to believe that this guy is Superman.
Yeah,
like he had to embody, because like any guy can hit the gym and everything, and David Cornsweet was in amazing shape, but like he had to be like a aw shucks likable Clark, and he had to be an enduring Superman. Like if he went in there and he was kind of like doing his best Henry Cavill, people would have slaughtered it.
Listen, I get that. I liked this better than Superman simply because for me, my wife felt the same way, but for me, it was Kara's journey as a character. I liked it. I liked that journey better than Cornsweet's Superman's journey, because it felt like his journey was kind of in the same the entire movie. Whereas this one, you kind of saw growth. I don't know. I don't agree with some of the stuff they did. I actually think she shouldn't have got the suit at the end, or she should have got the suit at the very end. But I would have did a couple of things different.
So this was a comic, an adaptation of The Woman of Tomorrow.
Yes.
And
have you read that comic?
Yes, I have. But
How closely does the movie stick to the comic? Because I'm not familiar with the comic at all.
there's a couple glaring differences that any
People don't say
YouTube
glaring
pundit.
unless it's bad.
Well, glaring as in if you came in and found out that they used that as the source,
Mhm.
and I have a lot of friends and people that's the discourse is going out there like, well, they're doing the same. So the main difference is one of the things off the break, like you get a backstory of the main villain. You get some backstory of who he is and
In
why
the
he's like
comic or
he
in the movie?
in the comic.
Okay.
Like the pirates that he's a part of, he later joins.
Yep.
So they made it seem like he was a leader and he kind of founded it and he had like this whole background story with it.
Yep.
And it's different. And the little girl, the sword was actually his. So the
Okay.
symbolism behind the sword is she recovered that sword and she wanted to get revenge for him killing her family with
Yep.
that sword. So she thought
Okay.
it would be poetic
Yeah.
that she killed him with his own weapon that he killed her parents with.
Okay. And in the movie, it's a weapon that her dad made that
Yeah,
he wants to use, that she wants to
yeah.
use.
And then on top of that, uh Kara was different. She was already Supergirl, and
Yeah.
she was seen like a ray of hope. And the whole mission was she wanted to make sure that the girl was kept innocent.
Yeah.
And the number one biggest difference that was a big change in the movie is, spoiler alert, Kara doesn't kill the guy at the end.
Yeah.
Like she makes it seem like the guy's gonna die, just to get that off of the girl's conscience, and she traps him in the Phantom Zone
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
like 100 years, and then or 400 years, something like that, and then he like converts back and he sees the errors of his ways and all that stuff. And she's like the gleaming, the beam of hope. She's more
Yeah.
like Kal-El at this part in the story of that was actually in the comic.
Yeah.
And then basically it almost follows beat by beat. There's certain things that are a little bit different. Um,
I like
it's
the drinking aspect.
yeah. Like
I like the aspect that shows she's actually someone dealing with some shit. I
that's
think that's my
that's why
favorite.
I think the story needed to change from what it was,
Yeah.
because she was already a superhero for the longest.
Yeah.
And it was kind of implied in the comic that if Supergirl wanted to kill the bad guy, she could have
Yeah.
at any point in time, but she didn't because
Yeah.
she's powerful. And the planet, instead of they landed in a planet, instead of having the solar suns,
Yeah.
it was a planet that had a green moon or green sun that
Green
kind of
sun.
produced green the kryptonite. And
Yeah.
so she used red kryptonite to cure herself,
Yep.
and that gave her like crazy one-off powers. If you're a Superman fan, you know about this.
Yeah.
But there was a couple things that I understand why James Gunn removed it. Like,
Remember, he didn't make it. It's a Craig Gillespie movie.
yeah,
I mean,
but
obviously he's a producer on it.
he is, he's the head of the studio, so they have to make this story within his framework.
Yeah.
And he already kind of introduced her as a person that's off the rails in the first one.
Yeah.
And
the
it
Superman.
kind of like I feel like they did a couple things here that people glossed over because the hate on this movie is big. Like,
Yeah.
this is not a Morbius movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think people didn't give her the grace because of the character and Millie Wilcock. She's
Alcock.
relatively
Billy
huh?
Alcock.
Alcock, excuse me.
You're just throwing names out there.
Bro, I left my phone upstairs, so I had notes, bro. I'm gonna be honest, and I don't want to be like, yo, let's pause for a second and grab my phone.
So here's one. Okay, so as someone who's not familiar with the comic, how I wasn't sure how it went. I loved the idea. I love the idea of someone who, again, like Supergirl, she remembers Krypton. The story that they tell about Krypton didn't die in a day. It the gods weren't that kind, and it shows how she was they were floating away under her dad's like force field and stuff like that, and how it affected her.
Hold on. Speaking of the dad, did you? I marked that when I saw who the dad was.
Yeah, David Krumholtz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
Ben. That's
like,
it. That's it. Yeah, listen, that's Ben. That's the elf Benjamin.
no, Bernard. It's
Oh,
Bernard.
Bernard. One of them B words. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
no,
was just
I
like,
like.
I was like, I did the whole.
Well, speaking of, that was one of my favorite scenes in the movie because at the beginning of the movie, I felt like it was going the Man of Steel. I mean, the Superman route where it was kind of a little too jokey, a little too like it undercut a lot of the tension. But then when she goes into that story about like how they broke away from Krypton, they were floating away, I was like, man, this is what I want. Like if you could just keep this tone, then you would have the urgency and the tension that I thought was necessary for the idea that the only thing you have left of your people is dying and you need to save it.
So this is where I think a lot of the critics might have missed. So they walked back a couple things that they made canon in Superman.
Mhm.
Like at the end of Superman, you saw her basically land and said, "Clark, thank you for watching Crypto." So
Yep.
this probably takes place. That scene takes place before she went on this trip. And she was wearing
Yeah.
the suit at that time. And I think in the movie they kind of made it seem like she hadn't worn the suit.
Yeah.
At least when she was doing her drinking and drugging, whatever.
Yeah.
And then she hadn't been a superhero, but she kind of understood the meaning behind it. That's why she tucked it away.
Yeah.
And also they walked back. I don't know if you peeped this, the whole taking away the whole John Wick of it all. Because
Yeah.
if you think about it,
Mhm.
Superman went into action because of the dog.
Yep.
Supergirl went into action because of the dog. I hopefully that's something that they explain or pay off later on.
Mhm.
But and I love Crypto. Like
Yeah.
so did my wife. But they also walked back or they gave an explanation or a hint to where they're going in Superman Man of Tomorrow, which is the next Superman movie for next year.
Yeah.
Is I remember in Superman, the whole controversy that Lex Luthor translated a message and recovered a message from Superman's parents,
Yep.
where it was like somebody like checked it out and was like, no, it's not fake. Well, he basically said populate and whatever. That is complete opposite of what her parents said. And
No, because her parents said that they sent his son away to be a god somewhere. Like
they said a god.
yeah, I remember them saying that because I was like, oh, they basically say they sent him away to go be a god somewhere. I remember hearing that. I was like, oh shit, okay, like that actually, that actually tied in.
But I think they're gonna have a heart to heart, and where Kara's gonna be like, I think your parents were misunderstood because because they weren't at odds.
Yeah.
Her dad and Kal-El's dad, they were
No.
like close knit. They were both scientists and like rulers. So
Yeah.
basically,
I think he wanted him to go be a god in a sense of like
helping
something that
people.
other people to survive to strive to be like.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
I think Kara is gonna tell him like, hey, like my parents said to help everybody because that literally was the message.
Yeah.
That he got, and then like I think that was very important because I think it's gonna play a factor. I might be completely wrong in talking
Yeah.
out my ass in the
Yeah.
second
Okay,
movie.
real superficially, did you like how Kara got the suit in the movie?
I mean, she already had the suit.
No, she has the suit, but then she's not wearing it the entire movie. And then she gets it because the girl brings it over and says, I thought I saw this in your ship. I thought you might need it. And she goes, it's just a suit. And then all of a sudden she puts it on later, when after she has that idea about it being, what she talks about what the suit means from like Kal-El or Clark.
I think the suit is symbolism.
Yep.
Because I'm trying to remember what movie was it. There was like either Old West movie or something where like the guy was either law enforcement or a sheriff, but he was corrupt.
Yeah.
And he avoided wearing a uniform, and then at the end he went to help the good guys, and he's wearing his uniform, and he was like, I know I wasn't good, but now I'm gonna do my job. I think it was like I think she called it just a suit, but I think she knew what
No,
Kal-El represented.
well, no, because Kal-El says it. He goes, it's there. It's because it's kind of signifies like so they know we're the good guys. Like it's just
Yeah.
showing that like, hey, we're on your side. We're here to help. I'm just saying that in the movie, she brings the suit over, and then she gets that memory about Kal-El telling her what it meant. Then she puts it on for that last fight. Me personally, I don't think she should have had it on for that last fight. I think she should have been. I think she should have did everything dressed as she was, and then when she finally gets back home and then meets up with Clark, whatever, then she just goes, "Hey, she still got that suit?" kind of thing. Like get it then. You don't need to put it on for that last fight. I'm sure producers and marketing wanted some scenes of her fighting in the Supergirl suit.
I mean, it was a dope scene when they played the different version of the Superman song, and then she's like the sun is beaming on her.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like she's not there for revenge. She's there to like actually save the day.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, I think if she got the suit at the end from Clark, and then the last scene is her flying around in the suit, and then you get that shot. Because I'm sorry, with all due respect, and just like you said, Clark makes his journey based off of what happened to Crypto. Kara makes her journey based off what happens to Crypto. I'm sorry. This is the second movie. It's the second movie in the DCU. I don't need this movie to end with a joke on Crypto. Like, come on, like change it up.
So the funny you mentioned that. Like, I think the movie was supposed to end on Supergirl and the girl when she was like, "When do you got to be back?" That's how the movie was supposed to end. That last scene was actually supposed to be the after credit scene.
Yeah.
That's kind of like at the end of Superman when Supergirl came in and Crypto like jumped on her. It was supposed to be like that type of energy.
Yeah.
And I guess in test screenings, because there's a bunch of discourse about this. The studio interfered hard.
Yeah.
And when I mean the studio, I'm not talking about James Gunn, even though he is a studio. I'm talking about his writing partner and Warner Brothers as a whole, because they took direct feedback from the screenings that they did like months ago.
Yeah.
And then they re-edited the movie. Like the whole backstory of the villain was shown. There was a bunch of things. There was an explanation when the movie picks up as to why.
This is in the original cut?
And what was apparently screened. That's the rumor that's out there.
Okay.
Like there was an explanation.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because one of the issues I had with the movie is it felt like the villain was just, villain of the week.
So even in the comic, he's kind of like a villain of the week. He's not supposed to be a major threat, but he's supposed to be the MacGuffin that drives the change in the character.
Yeah.
So I forgot the girl's name. What's the girl's the character? Huh?
Ruthie.
So in the beginning of the movie, because in the comic, without the weapons part, he came there because he was getting wives, and he came there to get Ruthie to be his wife.
Yeah.
So that was the original plot. And then on top of that, Crypto, it's funny you said it, Crypto was never in danger in the comic. He got poisoned, and then it was revealed at the end that because he was from Krypton, he recovered.
Yeah.
And then and so I turned to my wife at the end of the movie and I go, "Why is Superman so concerned about Crypto eating chocolate? He's Kryptonian."
Yeah.
And they're on a yellow sun planet. He could literally eat a whole chocolate factory and it won't affect him because it wouldn't affect Clark.
Because I think it's again, sometimes with these types of movies where they try to insert pop culture jokes, if they were inserting a reference as a joke that us as the audience would get. Similar, it took me a second because one of the things that kind of pulled me out of the movie was when Kara calls the guy Squidward.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me a second to be like, oh yeah, she's been on Earth for a little bit, so she would know who Squidward is. But it was one of those things where I'm just like, I don't know. Some of the jokes pull you out of a scene.
So, and also, she didn't directly kill him. like they left some space there that
Yeah.
if they reveal like in the third or second act of Superman, because I feel like the way the fact that she almost killed him, I think it's setting up
Yeah.
for when Superman and Supergirl team up, because the next movie they're gonna have what's it called? They're gonna have Brainiac.
Okay.
And I think Brainiac is gonna end up being revealed as the reason why the kryptonite and all that stuff failed
Yeah.
and like destroyed her planet.
Yeah.
And I think she's gonna have that intent to kill, and then they might have a back and forth discourse with Superman.
Yeah.
And then Superman, like she initially is gonna be like, "I killed that person" or whatever,
Yeah.
and then Superman is gonna be like, "We don't do that," and then she might reveal at the end like, "I didn't kill him.
Yeah.
I just acted like I did," because they made it a very conscious decision to have Lobo looking over
Yeah.
after like directly at her, and he kind of smiled at the end before he rolled out. Like I think he might have seen what happened.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So what did
mean,
you think
okay.
about Lobo? Did you
So-
think he was sitting in the cell? Like, was he actually captured or he was just chilling?
I think he was chilling. I think he allowed himself to get put there because that's where he needed to be for his end result. He's trying to get the other pirate. It's one of those things where if I didn't know Lobo's backstory or who he was from the comics, I didn't get enough from him in this movie to know if I want to watch a movie about him. I just thought he was a cool character, cool side character.
I think having him jump in and out of movies like this is the best thing. Like I don't think he needs a solo movie.
No.
And like I think they dropped a couple hints of where they're going. And they're like vague hints that not like, like I think that watch that she's carrying with Crypto's picture, I think that's gonna be important later on.
Okay. Speaking of, and I think I want to get into this because I don't know if you have any gripes with the movie. I think my biggest gripe with the movie is I'm a dog person. You're a dog person.
Yep.
If my dog is my last connection to my home planet, I'm going to have a sense of urgency where like nothing's in my fucking way. And I did not get that from Kara this entire movie. I didn't get that sense of urgency. Like I'm like, time's running out. I need to fucking save Crypto, to the point that like at the end of the movie, when she gets the fucking the antidote back, and then it just cuts to them injecting the dog. I'm like, I didn't get a sense that like the dog was in that much danger at all throughout this movie.
I think that's poor pacing.
Yeah.
And I also believe that I think there might have been in the editing.
Yeah.
Like it felt like it took her longer to find the pirates than it did after the movie to get back. And I think it was kind of like, oh, let's circle back to this thing. And I also it could easily explain it that she was depressed because she was depressed and emo.
Yeah, I get it. But if you're depressed and emo, and the only thing that brings you a source of happiness is fucking dying, you're gonna destroy the world or the universe to help. And I didn't get that sense of urgency from her.
I think her codependency with Crypto also came from a fact of feeling guilt. Like he represents the last thing from Krypton, but she also represents the most painful memories of her life. She met him at her mom's funeral.
Yep.
And it was kind of the only keepsake. Like think about this. Think about like and knock on wood, God forbid. Yep. Let's say, when you were growing up, you survived the house fire, and the only thing that you have left is like a picture.
Yeah.
One picture of your family. That picture is going to always bring you joy, but it's also going to bring you back to that dark place. Even if everybody survives, but it's going to be like, fuck. Like I had everything that I owned in this world is gone. Like people say, but the most important things matter, but it doesn't negate the hurt.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is, okay, let's use John Wick as an example. When they killed his dog, the anger and that sense of urgency of finding who, did all that shit so I can take them out. You could feel it in him. I didn't feel that in her. I didn't feel that sense of urgency in her. Like, hey, I have 3 days to save my dog. and I didn't feel like she's like, you know, distraught. Like for someone who's a drunk and doing all that, like you should kind of be distraught. Like, hey, I'm fucking running out of time. I need to find this guy
I
so I can
think
get.
I think they tried to pace the movie like she checked the clock a bunch of times,
Yeah,
but then she didn't. It was like
yeah.
they forgot about it in the third act.
hmm That's
Like,
what I would have loved. I would have loved for her to like, get the antidote and then check her watch and realize she's out of time,
yeah.
and then
And I
get
also
back and hopefully it works.
mhm.
And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, like because she ran out of time, she didn't get back, and all of a sudden he jumps back. That would have been great.
It's funny because in these types of movies, I'm very good at guessing what's gonna happen next.
Yep.
When they entered that bar and then the couple seemed endearing. I think the
Mhm.
fact that they seemed endearing on purpose,
Yep.
I was like, oh, they're gonna definitely betray her.
Mhm.
And then lo and behold, they did. I think it was weird that they spent so much time in that empty room, what
Yeah.
seemed for like hours,
Mhm.
for her to come out for the first time and check. Like you
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
if they would have met the patient, she would have been like, "Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where's your friend? Like, I could fly around this and find this person."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
and, and I also felt like that whole society of that planet felt defeated and scared of these pirates. That a lot of them didn't really fight until like later on. It's like, where was this fight when they were taking your kids? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Like it took a Lobo and her crashing the party, and the one thing I didn't understand, it was like they made a whole big deal for her to beat up the space pirates, the one that was trying to rob him off the intergalactic bus.
Oh yeah, yeah. The
But
the ones that didn't say a word the entire
yeah,
time while they're
yeah,
getting beat up.
yeah. But but it also like I felt like even if it's a throwaway dialogue,
Yeah,
like even the Seth Rogen little tiny guy character,
yeah,
and
yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't get credited for that part. That's the funniest thing.
Yeah, I
It's like
listened. I was like, that sounds like Seth Rogen.
it is. It is. He
Yeah,
didn't get credited, but he does call stuff like that because a lot of people jump on his two shows as well,
yeah, yeah,
and they're not credited.
yeah,
Um, if they would have said like, "Oh, these pirates are powerful because they're this race,"
yeah,
or like it just felt like every pirate that she punched, they never died because
no,
they kept using the same ones in every scene.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like
they did say what they said the villain was like he has the strength of like 1,000 men or something like that.
yeah, him.
Yeah,
But the other one, she was slapping, and they weren't like, oh, like their forces never depleted.
hmm
Like
yeah,
that's the
yeah,
one thing that I don't understand about certain movies is like, yo, like quote unquote, you're knocking bad guys out, but at some point they got to come to. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like One Punch Man. It's like One Punch Man. Like he doesn't ever really like fight because he knows one punch and the fight's over. So
yeah,
yeah, I
and I
don't know.
felt
It's again, I have a few issues with the movie, mainly pacing and sense of urgency. I just didn't feel like there was any sense of urgency for the story they were trying to tell. You're trying to tell me this dog means the world to you. That's the only family you got. Yeah, you got time to just sit there and just mosey around, trying to It's just it didn't feel, but I liked when it did get serious, when you did get emotion, I liked it. Like all the scenes with her and her dad, I
mhm.
thought were phenomenal. That I wish I want more of that.
Do you
I
think
want more
Ruthie
of that
comes
tension
back?
and pacing. What's up?
You think Ruthie comes back?
Yeah, I think she shows up again. But I want more of that. I hate to say seriousness, but I want more of that like less jokey feeling and more just honest, real emotions.
I
That's what I
think
think is That's what I think is missing from a lot of movies. That's why I liked Zack Snyder's world, because it felt like it was focused on the emotions, whether good, bad, happy, sad, whatever. It focused on that versus the whole we got to make it lighthearted.
I also think I had a problem with the way the movie was scored. Like there was certain songs that did not belong.
Yeah.
Like like I think they had like and I had to go because I was like, what the hell is this song? Like when she
Yeah.
was fighting at the end, like that was like a cover of
Yeah, it was a cover.
a better sound, of a
Yeah,
better
yeah,
song.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I was
I
just
didn't
like,
mind it. I didn't mind it. That's like, because again, Zack Snyder does that a lot in his movies, which I still
yeah,
enjoy.
but like he normally adds a soundtrack to give like an emotion and like okay, and what was John Cena's character? And I forgot.
Peacemaker?
And Peacemaker, like all the songs he deliberately used because Peacemaker character, it like described the emotion, even the
Yeah,
hairband that he liked. But
yeah,
this was like random songs. Like I felt like, and I know the song gets overused a lot. Like I think a better song would have been used at the end was the Ronda Rousey song.
Oh, fucking, I don't give a damn about it. Yeah,
Yeah, which is a famous song, and I
yeah,
can't
it's,
remember the original
Joan Jett.
artist.
Joan Jett.
Joan, like that would have either that or at the bar scene where
Yeah,
she first gets into a fight. I would have enjoyed that. That would
yeah,
have been like, it would have like basically shown the mood
yeah,
that
yeah,
she's in.
yeah,
And I don't know, like I like this movie, but I felt like there was a better movie behind it, and we'll
I'll
never
agree with that.
know. I
I'll agree
don't
with
know
that.
if they got edited. I know
Yeah,
they cut it down for time,
yeah,
and and I hate that this is something that I only think about with DC. Like back when they did BVS, Batman versus Superman.
yeah.
Like the whole movie, this wasn't like as bad, but the original
First of
theater
all,
cut,
no, no, no. First of all, BVS is awesome.
it I,
Theatrical, and ultimate.
no,
Theatrical and ultimate.
it theatrical. If it was jarring the certain cuts. Once they gave the ultimate, I was like, this should have been what came out.
Yep, I'll
Like it
agree.
was a complete movie. It paid off with certain things, like even the whole thing with the jar
Yep.
where she turned it over and it like I think he put
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Georgia Peach or whatever or something.
yeah.
Like when you
Even
saw the
even
ultimate,
yeah, even in the ultimate when you saw Clark actually getting to go be a reporter and doing
yep,
some like you get down to the point where why he confronts Batman.
yeah,
You know? Yeah.
and it's like ever since that movie has conditioned me with these specific characters, this world in DC, for me to be like, damn, like this is dope. Like I enjoyed it, but I felt like there was something out there that we're never gonna see.
Yeah.
And I don't think he put out an ultimate cut for Superman because that one felt that, and he said I had to leave certain stuff out,
Yeah.
and we never saw that in a DVD. At least I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just
I,
like I
I
don't
just
know,
think
like
I don't know. I just think there's a certain tone to Marvel that I equate with Marvel. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like it works for them, whatever. It's cool. With
I
DC, with DC, it felt like for a while, especially with Zack Snyder, they were going for their own tone, whether you
yeah.
like it or not. They had their own tone, their own feel. And now with Superman and now with Supergirl, I feel like they're trying to trend more towards that, a little more lightheartedness, a little more levity.
Well,
And I'm just like, to me, it's just like, why does it need to be? It doesn't need to be that. You could still have those kind of moments,
here's the
but
thing. Here's the thing. I think it's very a James Gunn-ish. If
Mhm.
you watch his entire movie career, this is the balance that you get. And I think this movie had a clear goal to get to,
Yep.
which was at the end for her to come back to Earth and be ready to be Superman's right-hand man. Which he even said, he's like, "Oh, I could have helped you, or I could have used your help with this other guy."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, and if you go off of the prequel comment or the book that came between these two movies,
Yeah.
it was Metallo,
Okay.
which means that like they established a couple of different things. Like on Earth, Luther had to use that mineral guy to create
Kryptonite.
um kryptonite,
Yeah.
but then it's like now you can understand based on the fact that Luther is supposed to use a super suit, which is powered with kryptonite. He's
Mhm.
definitely using the Peacemaker portals to
Yeah, yeah.
find kryptonite.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then the one thing that felt lacking, that I felt like their presence was there as a comic fan, but they weren't ever on screen, was the Green Lantern Corps. Where
Yeah.
were they? All these things were happening in space,
Yeah.
and these are pirates, and this is like their bag.
Yeah,
They were not referenced. There wasn't even a joke about it. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
again, like okay, so like again, I like Superman, obviously. I didn't think it was the best, but I like Superman, and like we see that Clayface is coming out soon. You
that's a
know,
completely different tone.
no. But listen, this is what I'm saying. We got Clayface coming out soon, and we got the Lanterns TV show coming out. I feel like if one of those had hit before Supergirl came out, it would be received a little better. But because you had Superman, now the next property to come out is Supergirl, which kind of feels like more of the same. It feels like they're just doing the same over again. Whereas if you got a chance to see Lanterns or Clayface in between, then you'd be like, oh, okay, no, they're probably going for more of a, like a an annuals type of thing where it's like every thing has its own feel to it. And
Yeah.
so you wouldn't be trying to establish this jokey, lighthearted nature for the DCU. It's just this is Superman and Supergirl kind of thing.
And before anybody in the comments comes from me, I have to do a little bit more research on Clayface.
Yeah.
Because the feeling that I'm getting, I feel like it's going to be attached to the Batman that we already have.
Which one?
Which,
Fucking
which is
Pattinson?
Pattinson. Yeah.
You think so?
I think so. Unless because they haven't even cast the Batman yet. Like
They
I
don't
don't
need to.
And I know Lanterns is going to be attached to this Corn Sweat universe.
Yeah.
But I also
like that lantern shit looks
looks
right
good.
up my alley. I can't wait.
I think the overall, even though James Gunn has denied it until his face has been blue, I think when it's all said and done, like the villain, when you pull everything back, is gonna be what's it called? Oh my god, it's gonna be Darkseid. I think that's gonna be where we end up at.
Yeah.
In some like, and I think they aren't gonna give us teasers. I think it's just gonna be like a surprise at the end of one of the movies when they're close to reveal it.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know. Like, I'm interested to see where this goes. I enjoy it, and I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, it was a shit movie," but it's like I thought it belonged. Not everything's gonna be a banger.
No. And the thing is, I don't think it was a shit movie, but like you said, I think there was a better movie in there. And I think if it was turn up the tension, turn down the jokes, and turn up the urgency a little bit, and you would have had a fucking banger movie. Because again, with a movie like this, it's like because you just had all these years of Guardians, which has kind of the same tone, which has all these nameless aliens around kind of thing. It felt like you're trying to do the same of what you've already established instead of like creating something new and different. Like so for example, give this movie the same tone and feel as Andor.
Yeah.
That's what I like. That's what I would have loved.
And this like
because her character and where she was at that moment, the drunkenness, the sadness. Yeah, give me that.
But I also feel like you said before, you were quick to point out like, oh, this is not a James Gunn directed movie. But I was like, this had his DNA all over it.
It really did. Dude, down to the scene where they're fighting in the bar and the girls crouch beneath the fucking table and you just see all the action going on in the back. That's straight from Guardians 3.
Yeah. And then there's a thing that like I know it shouldn't bother me, but it does because I'm weird about shit like this. Like the whole chocolate thing at the end. But I was like, how did she fucking get her shit back? There was no reference, no like, oh man, I can't believe they left our ship and such found it for us.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I had the ship. It was not in parts. Like if you're pirates, you're selling everything. Like, you know what I mean? You're piecing it out. Like there was no like, yo, give us a throwaway scene at the end where she gets her ship back, or like a joke be like, oh man, they trashed it.
Well, the movie was only like an hour and 45 minutes long. You think it could have used an extra half hour to really like flesh out some stuff?
I think they were adamant. I think they're adamant of keeping movies under a certain runtime, which sucks.
Why?
I have no idea.
Does it have to earn? Does the story have to earn?
Can we be honest with each other here? Me and you are not regular movie watchers.
We're not.
You know, like I like to say that my wife is. If a movie seems too long for her or too like out there, she's gonna be like, like, you know what I mean?
Listen,
Like there's certain movies that she has no intention in seeing, and
I
people are
get
like,
it.
well, like Masters of the Universe. I
Mhm.
get it. She's not a boy. I get it. She younger than me, but
Yeah.
not as a casual viewer. She wasn't like, oh, I want to see
No,
that.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay. I hear that in the sense that, like, okay, they want to keep it a certain runtime because people just are going to be interested, whatever. You want to introduce people to this world, whatnot, whatever. All these movies that are making billions of dollars and all that stuff, they're all 2.5 hours long, almost 3 hours
Yeah,
long. The issue is a lot of those movies, they do right by the story. They give the story the time to breathe and the pacing it needs in order to tell the story right. I think if you have a great story and you're telling it right, I think the audience, it doesn't matter if it's, a 2 hour movie or a 3 hour movie. Now, 4 hours, that's pushing it.
I
But
think I think that the Zoom voicemail that
mhm,
that Superman left.
mhm,
I think if they would have, if she would have somehow had some device on her
mhm,
that allows her to communicate directly with him and accept the ship, that if somehow the message would have played or something like blah
yeah.
blah blah, this is. Oh, wait a minute. Um, I just realized where the hell did Ruthie get the fucking suit from?
Yeah, because it was in the ship, right? But they
On
had taken
whose
the ship.
ship?
Yeah,
How
they
did
had
she
taken.
find the ship? Holy shit! It just like what?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
did she? It
I
was
know.
on
Well,
her.
I know she snuck on the ship when they dropped her off. Yeah, I don't know.
Like that's but because she did not have it with her.
No, it was in the ship that this dude stole.
Yeah, and they never showed the ship. Like, yo, this is. I can't believe I'm just coming to this realization now. It's like it's
See, this
crazy,
this is what I
which
mean.
led me to believe that there were scenes missing from this movie.
But this is what I mean. I actually think for storyline wise, I think she shouldn't have had that suit at all the entire movie. And then at the end of the movie, when she finally gets back to Metropolis and she sits down and talks to Clark, she just goes, "You still got that suit?"
Yeah,
Like that. Like
damn.
it that to me that would show the character
I don't
arc.
know. Was I drunk? Was I like I don't and I wasn't because I
I
don't
don't
really
remember
drink like
now.
that.
Now
Like
I
I
gotta
don't,
think back to see which ships were on where for the yeah.
bro. I didn't see a ship on that carrier at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. Hey,
And then like
would you recommend
yeah, because
Supergirl
I
to
like
people?
these movies to make money. I
No,
like
but
these
I'm talking
movies.
about okay, no. Regardless of making money, whatever, as a movie, as something to enjoy and watch, do you recommend it for people to go see?
Yes, because it was a million times better than the shit bag that they gave us in the 80s.
Yeah,
That
I
that
think it's a
movie
great movie. I think
With
yeah,
Helen Slater would not pass the what is it, the vector, whatever it is for you to judge if the movie has any type of feminism in it.
yeah.
Bro, the entire plot of the Helen Slater, what is it, 1985 movie, was her and some villain wanting the same dude.
Yeah. No, I think. Listen, I want people to see this movie because I actually think it's a good movie. I think it could be better, but it's a good movie. I just think nowadays we get so many space operas and space things that like people are just treating it like it's another one of those. I mean,
Mhm.
to the point that I still haven't seen Electric State on Netflix, which I actually want to see.
Is that the one with
Chris Pratt, Millie Bobby Brown.
I saw it. It's a deeply forgettable movie.
Well, that's what I mean.
It's like Netflix puts out a bunch of stuff that you're like, oh, that's dope, and then you watch it, and someone's like, well, how was it? You'd be like, oh, I forgot I watched it. Like,
Yeah,
there's been a couple bangers. Like again, I'm gonna say this until my face is blue. I need a day shift sequel.
yeah.
Like that movie pulled me in, and I want to see these characters again. And I
Mhm.
think that was one of
It
Jamie
should,
Foxx's better acted. It
yeah,
harnessed his energy, and they were like, bro,
bro. They need to mix Day Shift with that movie Love Hurts with fucking Ki Hu Huan.
yeah.
Put those worlds together. Yeah, yeah,
I
I'd see
can
that.
see that. I can see that. But like the Will Smith movie, the what was it? The
Right?
Bright.
Yeah.
I barely remember. People like, oh, so I was just like, I just remember it dropping. Like, the only thing I love about Netflix movies is that I know they're coming out with a banger on holidays. Any
Yeah.
holiday weekend for like they programmed us for like the last 3 or 4 years that
Mhm.
if there's a holiday, they drop in a movie. Like I think tomorrow they drop Enona, the Millie Bobby Brown.
Enola Holmes.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
dropping the third one.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those, and I know they're gonna have something for Christmas too. Like, you know what I mean? Christmas,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. They're like, oh, we're gonna drop this banger that
I mean,
they know when people are home.
but no, they just dropped fucking season 2 of Last Airbender, which I need to watch.
I am saving that for my travel this holiday weekend.
Oh no, yeah, I'm watching that this week. My parents are in town. We might watch it at night.
Oh, tell them I said what's up.
I
But
will.
the funny thing is, like about that, like I already binged through. We have one episode left on the Bear. Like,
Okay.
and I specifically wanted to save it for travel. And no, me and my wife sat down
Yeah.
and we binged it, and I was just like, we got to stop. We have one episode left. Like, relax.
Right now, I'm just reading books. I'm actually reading a few more books nowadays to try to just vary my entertainment while I'm on the road.
Speaking
All
of
right.
which, I might have to pick up one of those not hardbound, but like
Kindle.
comic. No, the comic books when the story finishes,
Yeah.
like like let's say for example,
Graphic novel?
Rebirth. Yeah, when they come out with the full collected novel, because I can't. I gotta sit and read it.
I love those. That's why I read, like, if you like Stranger Things, you could pick up like Paper Girls, which is from Brian Michael Bendis.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'll check it out. And I'm also probably like the Death and Return of Superman is finally getting like this hardbound book with collected everything. It's like this thick.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be coming out in the fall.
All right. Well, before we end this episode, as always, we're gonna start off this summer blockbuster season with our hot takes. Do you got one I have one, and I actually think you might be on the same page as me, but I want to hear what your hot take is first.
My hot take is we're getting bangers after bangers, but I think the 4th of July season always throws people off for the blockbusters.
Yeah.
Like it's been a minute. Like I can't like outside of Independence Day, which purposely dropped on July 4th. I think the studios avoid that, and I think it's bullshit because you have this weird gap now. Like Supergirl is coming out, and I think the next major movie on July 10th is going to be it's going to be Moana, like the live action.
Yeah. But isn't a week after that Spider-Man?
No, the Odyssey, which is worse.
Oh,
and then I think the week after that it's Spider-Man. No, I'm lying. The week after that, like it's funny. Somebody like there's a picture. I don't know if it's AI of Zendaya.
Yeah,
like just at a bookstore, like holding up 3 books, and it's like the whole month of July is hers because she's in every movie that comes out in July, and it's like, you motherfucker.
No, the Odyssey. Again, I'm gonna be there opening weekend. That shit looks phenomenal.
It looks good, but what I don't like is that John Bernthal. You notice he's suspiciously missing from all the promo material. He was in the first trailer, and now it's like it's focused on everybody else.
I don't know the story of the Odyssey like that, but I just know.
I know, but I just don't know how much of it is going to be in there. Like, I would hope it's based on Homer's The Odyssey, but I don't know. It's Nolan, bro. Nolan could do whatever the fuck he wants.
Exactly.
And I just hope that it's not another Tenet situation, which I enjoyed. But
I love Tenet, but
I had to watch it like 6 times for me to like fully pick up everything.
Yeah. All right. So my hot take this week is based off of a trailer I saw while watching Supergirl. I don't remember the name of the movie.
Oh, excuse me. For those of you on the 10th, it's like this is what I'm used to. Hold on, and when I'm talking about like blockbusters, I'm used to there being a super blockbuster for kids and one for adults. And I think for the first time, we're gonna get it next weekend. I think it is gonna be, where's it this weekend? I know between the next 2 weekends, we're gonna get Moana, and then we're gonna get the Minions monster movie,
Mhm.
and we're also getting Evil Dead Rises,
Yeah.
which
Bro, we just again so you got Supergirl and fucking Toy Story 5 out right now.
bro,
There's
which
so much shit out there.
like, I'm sorry, I love James Gunn, but dog, you knew you were gonna take that L at the box office.
Yeah.
Toy Story 5 is like, I haven't watched from Toy Story 1, and I gotta watch it before I actually go watch that movie.
Oh, you haven't seen 2 or 3 yet?
Nope.
Bruh, Toy Story, that might be that's up there with Lord of the Rings. Toy Stories 1 through 3 might be up there with Lord of the Rings as one of the greatest trilogies ever.
Like, I've seen bits and pieces, but I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Dude, yeah. Toy Story 1 through 3. Right there with Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Anyways, okay, so but before I get into my hot take, there is one thing I'm actually interested in. I was watching all those trailers. There's a lot of really good movies coming out on October 23rd. I saw at least 3 trailers. Every movie was coming on October 23rd, and every single one of them, me and my wife were like, "Oh shit, we need to see that."
Which one?
I forget. I forget. I just remember that date specifically.
But no, low key, September and October.
Yeah,
those are the movies that they're like, yo, these movies are gonna be good, and we want to keep them away from these other tentpole movies.
Yeah.
Like, I think what was it? The one with the kids dropped in October, didn't it?
Well, let me just double check real quick. October 23rd.
Like, what was the movie with the little kids are running?
Weapons.
Yeah, like that dropped in the fall.
Hold on, 2026 movie Insider. These are the movies coming out on October 23rd. Clara and the Sun, which is the new Leica movie. I don't know how you feel about fucking claymation, but that shit looks fucking awesome.
Okay.
Clayface. And then this was one no, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. No. I'm wrong. Okay, so Wildwood. That's the new one from Leica. That's the claymation one. That looks awesome. Then Clayface, but then Claire and the Sun is this new one with Jenna Ortega, where she plays like a robot.
Okay.
It looks like it should have been an anime.
I'll check it out. Like, I love, like, this year is gonna be dope.
Yeah.
And then and around October, you get Street Fighter.
Yeah. But anyways, okay, my hot take this week. Again, I saw this trailer and I immediately wrote this down. And I turned to my wife and I was like, I gave her my hot take. She was like, yeah, I agree. My hot take, Jesus, Jesse, you just hit my camera. Hold on.
He doesn't agree with your hot take, bro. I saw a bump, but it didn't really move you out of front.
No, it was Jesse's tail because the wife's about to take the boys out for a walk. Go ahead, Ryu. Go for your walk.
He's like, nah, bro.
Oh, because it's about to start raining, so Ryu's like doesn't want to walk outside.
My dog does the same
But,
thing.
All right, so my hot take: Tom Cruise is our greatest movie star.
Oh, I know that. Yo, so I didn't understand that trailer. Did you understand that trailer?
I think
it was like, first of all,
it was dope.
Hold on.
No,
they
tell
showed
me
every single movie that he was in, and those movies are all different studios. You know that, right?
Yeah.
How did he get the rights to show them for a
All
trailer for a movie that we don't even know anything about?
All different studios, all different styles, the actions, comedies, and every single movie they showed was a banger. And I was like, I think Tom Cruise might be our greatest our greatest movie star. And I think what it was saying is like, I think it's saying all of that leads up to this, and now it's going to be his next role.
I think I might agree with a different caveat. I think when it comes to blockbusters, 10 to 15 years ago, I would have said Will Smith, but his career has cooled down.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise has had it. He's had definitely some duds.
Who?
Tom.
Well, name
The Mummy.
I still have to rewatch that. I gotta watch it.
Like,
again.
I'm not saying that he wasn't good. I'm just saying they failed,
Yeah.
like commercially.
Yeah.
It was The Mummy. It was the movie where he was the pilot, the drug movie.
That movie is no.
It was good, but it did not
American.
like.
It's called American something.
But
American
he is he is the blockbuster king right now, undisputed.
bro. Like
Nobody has done it.
You got your Top Guns, your Mission Impossibles, but then you also got your Jerry Maguires and your fucking
Yeah,
what
but
is
you're
it, Eyes
talking.
Wide
You're
Shut.
listening. You're like listing all the stuff that he's known for.
No, but what I'm saying is like the vast. I mean the variousness within his type of movies. Again, Will Smith has those too. It's King James, and then you have King Richard, and then you have your ID4s.
I would pay it for him to play LeBron James in a biopic. Speak King James, be like, yo, this guy's older than him. Why? Who the hell?
No, because if they do that, then you'd have to spoof it, and then you just see the hairline going back and further back throughout the movie.
Yo, that would be hilarious. So I'm looking here at his.
I'll tell you, man.
He is the highest grossing actor of all time.
He's produced a lot of those movies that he played. Those are movies he produced.
So I think the greatest movie that outside of his 10 poles.
No, because again, you still had your Jack Reachers, Edge of Tomorrow. Even bro,
Edge
when
of
they
Tomorrow,
showed,
I think Edge of Tomorrow is his best non-10-pole movie, and I'm
not gonna agree with that. I'll tell you what his best non-10-pole movie is. Fucking what? Collateral. Collateral is.
It wasn't his movie, dog.
Listen, that movie is not nearly as good without him playing.
I understand, but you could have easily put my man's in there.
Who?
You could have put what the hell
Liam Neeson? Get out of here.
No. You could have put Jason Statham, and he would have given that same intensity.
No. Because Jason Statham looks like some guy that's gonna fucking go kill a bunch of people.
Bro, Tom Cruise had gray hair in that movie. I think he looked like a professional killer.
Yeah, gray hair and a gray suit. No, get out of here.
I think if you would have had long hair Tom Cruise, like the way he had it in what's that movie he did with oh my god, with what's her face? With Cameron Diaz, then that would have been
Night and Day?
Yeah. And also, bro, he was I think the whole movie was horrible that we rewatched the other day, War of the Worlds. And that's a movie that they keep remaking it. They did it with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
That's a movie that, bro, they should just let it be. It was better when it was the radio program.
Yeah.
Like I think when you start trying to make these science fiction movies that were based on earlier novels and stuff and try to make a modern version of it.
Yep.
If it was like I have no interest in seeing what is it, Disclosure Day.
I saw that when I was in London.
I know, but I'm waiting for it to come out on streaming. Like I started watching the cam, and then I think Lily wanted to go somewhere, and I was like, all right, let's go. I haven't gone back to it. Because
Disclosure Day, I love Steven Spielberg. Not your best work, bruh. Not your best work.
But have you noticed, this year, a lot of directors that haven't directed in a minute have come out. Spielberg. You're getting what's his name from Bad Robot?
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah. That movie.
What movie is he doing?
He's doing the Edge of something, the dinosaur movie when they get dropped, like the whole block gets dropped in prehistoric things.
I have to take a look at the trailer for that.
Yeah, I don't think that movie's gonna be good.
Holy shit. It's fucking raining sideways outside right now. God damn. I bet you it's probably gonna be gone in like 5 minutes.
Bro, and do you guys have a pool with a lanai?
Nah, bro. I live in a townhouse.
Okay.
For now.
But like, when it rains like that,
he's running up to his tunnel.
Does he use a thunder vest?
No, he would not. Whenever it rains or thunders, he runs upstairs and goes and hide behind my bed.
Oh, okay, good. We used to have a dog in the family that they had to put a supportive vest on.
Listen, if anybody out there has ever met Ryu, they know when he sees his jerkies, nothing's stopping him. Until now, he just literally left it on the ground. I was like, "Oh, I'm going upstairs."
It's funny because my dog gets scared during fireworks.
Mhm.
Like he literally is like the only time that he'll hide under the bed.
That's
And
same with
it's
Ryu.
and it's
Yeah.
like, bro, you never go under the bed, but it's like we'll be trying to look for him, and it's like, yo, he's under the bed. Like he's
Yeah.
gone. He's like not like he normally comes out when you like scream his name. No, he was just like,
Yeah,
nope,
same.
stay
And
right
Ryu
here.
he got a little tunnel behind my bed that he goes and hides in. He's like, "All right."
So, do you feel some kind of way that
About
our dogs, they trust us, they love us, but when shit hits the fan, they're like, nah, I'm gonna go hide. Like, ain't nothing these motherfuckers gonna do to help me. Like he thinks he's ultimately like safe
In a
in the
hole?
tunnel. Yeah, in a hole. Like my dog is like, yep, under this bed. It's like, damn. He's like, nah, fuck my alpha. Fuck my mom.
Yeah.
Like, nah, survival of the fittest. I feel like if he was on Titanic, he'll be the like the dude that's like, fuck the women and children. Like,
I know.
like I'm getting out of here. Like,
Yeah. No, that's actually hilarious. I don't know. Anyways. All right. Well, that's the latest episode of Surratt and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast featuring Marcos. It's your boy Surratt, aka Makazi.
it's your boy Marcos, aka the Sunset Kid 5'6". I did not forget this time.
All right, yeah, join us again. We're going to be hitting you with a couple of backlogged episodes coming up soon. But yeah, really join us on this journey through these summer blockbusters. And you're going to have to tell us if we picked the right blockbuster for each week because there's so much coming out. We're inevitably going to miss some for a while, right?
Bro, I got 2 behind. I'm like behind on 2, but luckily they're going to streaming a lot quicker than we're used to.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll get to them at some point, but it's going to be one of those ones where like, oh, did we pick the right movie that week? Who knows? We'll see.
Yep.
But anyways, all right. Catch y'all later.
I'm a warrior.